So that, my friends, is, I think, pretty exciting. Scared out of my mind. I'd say it was a success. I think it is too. I'm going to whip through these. Here's the cool piece. We own this technology. Every single one of us owns this technology. And I said to you before, I said, listen, at the end, we're going to do three things. Number one, we're going to show you how to join our movement. Well, you've already started that process. And I know we only have 3 minutes left. So if it's cool with you, if you'll give us another 5, maybe 15 minutes, I'd like to take you into how we can all play together to go change the world. So, and I'm going to bring Tony Swantek back up. So number one, joining our movement is really simple. You've already started. Come onto our Connect platform. Come to our live streams. Learn more about our brand presidents. Set up an account, a wallet, a free wallet. It's worth $500. We're giving it to you so you can enter into this world. Okay. We want you to understand that this is a movement for us to disrupt and decentralize every industry and return the power back to the people. All right. So number two, we want you to connect with our brands. And number three, I said I was going to give you an ethical bribe. I'm not sure why the color's like that, but give you an ethical bribe to stay to the end. Oh, I know why. So let's talk about joining our movement. There's a couple of ways to do that. Actually, come on out, Tony. Thanks, brother. All right. He's back. So I wanted Tony to come out here because both of us have joined as owners. You've put considerable amount into these projects, some that most people may never see in their lifetime unless they're part of these projects. Possible. But we're both passionate about all these projects. Tony championed 2 of them in particular, but we own nodes and we own token rewards in all of these projects.
Yes, we do.
So you want to share anything about this? Because this Match NFT is a new product that was rolled out recently that allows everybody to participate at really 2 levels.
Sure. I think the Match NFT is the easiest way for people to get involved in our community and get involved in any of the projects that you're most excited about. It's basically where it gives you utility so you can accumulate tokens, support your favorite projects, and you can earn additional rewards for what's called hodling. It's HODL if you're new to blockchain. It stands for hold on for dear life. It means you don't want to sell those tokens. You want to hold them. We reward people through these Match NFTs for doing just that.
Awesome. So this NFT, you've probably heard, remember the NFTs that came out where they were the monkeys and people were spending, millions and billions of dollars on these artworks. Well, that's not what we're doing here. These NFTs actually come with our digital rewards, and that's what makes them so cool. So they allow you to accumulate tokens, support your favorite projects, and earn additional rewards for doing what Tony talked about, which is hodling. So the first is called this Match NFT. And each Match NFT holds tokens or hodls tokens for a 26-week period. After the 26 weeks, and that's, by the way, so we're going to reward you for holding on to these, and we'll explain that in a sec. After the 26 weeks, the NFT can be unlocked and you releases your tokens. And here's the best part. We're going to reward you with double the amount, 100% of however many tokens are in there. You're going to get twice that amount. I don't know where you can put something capital in. We've done investments, right? Where else can you put money in?
It's impressive.
If 26 weeks later,
if you came to me and said, Tony, you can buy, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, that's cool. Or if you said, hey, our community, you can buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, hold it for 26 weeks, and we'll give you $2,000 worth of Bitcoin. I'd be like, let me buy from your community. I think it's a no-brainer.
So that's what's so cool about this. And this is our way to help everybody understand. Because, the way I look at it is until you're owning some of this, it's like you don't really get it. Once you start doing it, you're like, I see a whole different world here. So you can do this by purchasing it on your own every single week. You can buy token. It's really hard to buy them out of the market because, like Tony said, nobody's selling these, right? We're going to show you a slide in a second, just a screenshot I took last night. And again, we're not making any income claims here. We've already told you to do your own research, but we're telling you what we've done. Okay. So you can do this weekly. And if you buy every single week for the 20 weeks, we will double the amount of tokens, but you have to do it on your own. Don't miss a week. That's one way to do it. You do it for 20 weeks. You'll get another in 6 weeks. We'll give you 100% match. Gives us time to do all the accounting and give you them. Jimmy's saying, I haven't sold any of these. All right. So this is an easy way for people to get in. Number one, you do it on your own. That's the self-service weekly buy. Okay. So, and every week adds 5%. At the end of the 20 weeks times 5%, that's 100%. Easy math. Awesome. I can even do that math. Okay. The second way is if you don't want to have to remember to do it on your own, like I don't want to have to remember. I know Tony doesn't. We have
not at all
a lot of stuff going on. So we're like, cool. Why don't we have you do it for us? All right. This is the easy button. What do? Instead of buying weekly, and by the way, when you buy weekly, you have to buy the same amount, right? So, it can be, what was the amount? $50, $100?
Yeah, it's weekly at 25 is the start. Okay. And then it works its way up.
Yeah, it works its way up. We have people who are doing a lot, right? So try to make it as easy for everybody, but you have to buy the same amount of the same rewards every week, same brand. Or this is what we did. We did the easy button and we said, cool, I'm going to prepay those 20 weeks.
Right.
And let Elevate, one of our other brands we didn't talk about, let them actually make that purchase every 7 days so that it's automated.
The easy button.
Easy button works for me. Okay.
But if you're into crypto, if you're a blockchainer, if you've owned crypto, I would do the self-service like that. If you know and you're comfortable with that, do that. You can go anywhere from $25. I think $5,000 is the top
per week
Match NFT per week for that 20-week streak. But if you're like me and not that, it's funny, I've been in crypto a long time, but I'm not that crypto savvy. I'd just rather, if Switch gives me an option and says, hey, we'll do it for you, and Elevate gives me an option, I use our ecosystem and say, hey, you guys do the heavy lifting. I'll put the money in and you do the rest.
Same here, right? So choice is totally up to yours. Play at whatever level you want. If you need help and guidance, we have a community of people in 175 countries that will help you with this. All right. So one of the most exciting things is, as I was getting ready last night, I actually said, you know what? I haven't looked at the markets. I have a watch list on CoinMarketCap.
Yep. And
I'm like, all right, it was 1 o'clock in the morning and I was still working on today. All right. And I said, all right, let me just take a screenshot and see where we're at just for kicks. So I did, and I'm about to show you this again. We're not doing any forward-looking statements on finances. We're not giving financial advice, but this is real-time data, and I'm about to show you this. So this was last night. You'll notice at the top, what's up there?
You got Bitcoin.
And how's Bitcoin doing?
It was down.
It was down. Where was Ethereum?
It was down.
Where was Tether?
It was down.
All right. What about the rest of these? Element, Rally, Green, Win, Grow, and Switch.
They're in the green, baby.
There are a lot of green. There's a lot of green up there.
They're in the green.
Now, again, the markets go up and down. We don't control the markets, but as a community, the more transactions, the more products and services, the more real world revenue, it puts pressure on that token. And the more people that know about it, guess what? It becomes the new Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, or Rally. And that's what's beautiful about this. We don't have one project. We have multiple projects. And we don't just have projects. We have impact projects that are going to change the world. To me, this is where I want to invest my time. I want to invest my capital. I want to do things that I know, number one, I can influence. And number two, they're going to make a massive impact on humanity. We're not doing fart coins. We're not doing Doge coins.
Thank Darren for that.
Yeah.
I'm a huge proponent of Bitcoin. I love it. I think it's a better way to transfer value than a piece of paper.
Yep.
But if you look at the two pretty much highest market cap cryptocurrencies in the world, you've got Bitcoin and Ethereum. Their valuation is based on speculation. And if you look at those coins that are in green, their valuation is based on community, value, and eventually revenue. And so it's not subjective whether a project like Element or Rally or Green or Win or Grow or Switch has value.
Yeah.
It's objective. You can look at the revenue they're doing. And in theory, if the market's going down, and it kind of always does, all markets are cyclical. The blockchain markets are extremely volatile, extremely cyclical every few years. What if there was a project that had a ton of revenue coming in behind it while every other coin was going down? That project with massive revenue would be going up.
There you go. So we're excited about this. The single match NFT that we just showed you means you can purchase any of those brands. But guess what? For the first time ever, we decided, what if we made it easy on those of us who want all of them at once? Okay. So we've put together something brand new just for this Impact Summit. It's called the Brand Match NFT. So we're going to explain this. Then we're going to do the raffle.
That's the old one.
That's the old one. That is the old
brand
slide.
match. I tell people this with the brand match. It's basically allowing you to figure out what project you're most excited about. And I know I'm excited about all of them. Listen, I have a lot of nodes in all the different projects that you saw here today, like a lot of nodes, like millions of dollars worth of nodes in all those projects that you saw today. So I believe in each and every one of them. But there's times where it's like, hey, I know Dr. Fab, our good friend.
Yep.
I'm really drawn to Galvin, he said, because he's a doctor. He's in health and wellness. He's in healthcare. I've got, guys that are in the agricultural space that are like, I love grow. I've got a friend of mine that's actually watching today who's got a company that's in precious metals. And he's like, we need to connect him with Element.
Yeah.
Like, that's who we need him to talk to. I've got a gentleman that's on our meeting today, Adam, who is in the financial planning space. And he's like, man, I want to connect with Switch and want to do a lot with Switch. So each project, a lot of people are going, I'm using AI. I'm not getting rewarded for it. I like the Win blockchain. Like, that's what I'm excited about. A lot of people that are pitching businesses, pitching ideas, selling anything are going, man, I'm using Zoom every day, all day. I'm getting nothing for it.
And they're stealing your data.
And they're stealing my data. You can Google that. March of 2023 through August of 2023, Zoom was sharing every one of your data, all of you. If you were using Zoom back then, it was sharing all of your data with its AI. And people got upset about that. But what could you do? You could go to Google Meet. You could go to Microsoft Teams. Those guys are better at mining data than Zoom is. And so there was no safe place for you to go. That's where Rally comes into play. And it's not just video conferencing. They have a social selling app that'll be like if our link is the Zoom killer, the social selling app will be like the TikTok killer. If you're tired of your data going to China, if you're on TikTok, you may want to have social selling where you control and own your own data. So if there's a project where you're going, man, this looks amazing, like I want to be a part of this, you can pick that project and you can get a brand Match NFT. And if you want to buy kind of the easy button, you can do $600. That's kind of the entry level. If you said, hey, I want to get a bunch of grow tokens, right? Grab the $600 grow Match NFT. If you said, I want a bunch of Switch or Rally or whatever project it is, grab that $600 Match NFT. You can go all the way up to like $100,000 Match NFT. That's the 5,000 over the 20 weeks. But we also, for this program, I'll let Jimmy talk about what we've created. If people say, well, I can't choose, like I like them all.
Yep.
We've got this bundle match.
And this is super cool. This is what I was trying to say we were rolling out here. And this bundle match actually gives 160 Match NFTs from 8 brands. All right. So it's a one-time 5K purchase. It'll go right into your cart. And then every week you'll get 8 NFTs for 20 weeks. 1 NFT per project. All right. For the next 20 weeks. So at the end of that 20 weeks, you have another 6 weeks, and then we will double that amount of rewards for you. So it's an incredible way to say, all right, I'm going to press one easy button. I'm going to have all of these rewards. All these projects are amazing. I want to support them all, but I also want to win if any one of these things rocks and rolls.
Sure.
And that's kind of the way Tony and I look at it. It's like, I don't mind having 1 line in the water, but if I got 8 lines in the water and those fish come about, I'm a lot happier guy.
Even
More
better.
likely I'm going to eat. All right. So that, my friends, is what we're there for. We'll make sure that you have links to all of these things. Everybody who's here can help you. If it's your first time purchasing on a blockchain, we'll help you learn how to set up your wallet and get crypto and all those kind of things. I know for me, it took a minute to get it.
Sure.
But now I feel
Me
like,
too.
all right, I'm not pro level, but I feel pretty good about
Sure.
this. So that's that. I know there's probably a lot of questions coming in, but we're about ready to wrap this piece up. And here's a cool bonus. All right. If you purchase the bundle NFT for $5,000 today, you're also going to get one $2,500 BlockBot Pro.
It's awesome.
It is awesome, right? And so the BlockBot Pro is going to give you access to the AI, not just the one I showed from first version, but also this AI here, a year subscription to that. You're going to earn daily rewards in the Win blockchain, as well as the Foundations blockchain, which we didn't even talk about today. another blockchain that is going to be
I think
incredible.
Foundations, for those of you that are into crypto, I think Foundations is really building up to be able to disrupt a chain like Ethereum and a chain like Solana in a big, big way. If you look at the way to transact in blockchain, it's very complex, very full of friction. It's tough for non-tech savvy people to really play in that space. And our Foundations blockchain is really gearing up to make the on-ramp invisible. It's just going to be easy button for getting into the blockchain and crypto space. And I think it will disrupt a lot of major blockchains that are out there right now that again, I think they're older and they serve their purpose. Some of them are still good, but I don't pay a long distance phone bill anymore. I don't think anyone on here that's around my age or near there. We remember, companies like MCI, they don't exist anymore. You don't need them anymore. And I think some of the blockchains that are around right now, some of the bigger ones, kind of serve their purpose. And it's a time for a lot of new tech to come in and replace the old tech, just like Blockbuster Video is out, Netflix and Amazon are in.
Yeah. Yeah. So the world's changing. We've given you two options: buy the single match NFT, or if you step up and you do the bundle match NFT for the 5K. And by the way, I know that people are at different places with their finances. That's why we have the single match NFT. It's easy. Go in and start small. Maybe it's $25 a week, right? It could change your life. So you've got those two options. In addition to the Win node, the foundation node that comes with the BlockBot Pro, you're also going to get access to our Learn to Earn Academy. Now, this is where we teach you about blockchain. This is where you learn all the basics. It's a weekly call. It's live, but it's also recorded. And every one of those that you attend, you watch a quick little video, you take a quick quiz, and then you do some kind of action. It might be just post on social. Hey, I learned this today. When you do that, you report it back to us, and we give you between $250 to $500 a week per BlockBot Pro that you own. So if you own one, you're getting $250 to $500 additional value. If you own 10 of them, you're getting 10 times $250 to $500 a week. It's crazy. I don't know how long we'll do this, but we want to educate people, and we want to disrupt education and show people you can actually get rewarded for learning this type of technology. In addition to the Learn to Earn Academy that's every Thursday, we also launched a Blockchain Academy, right? So we've got the basics for beginners, and we've got advanced for those people who are like, I want to go all in. I want to really learn this. That alone's worth $5,000. It's included for everybody who owns a BlockBot Pro. And I'm going to be launching with the team an AI Academy.
That's awesome.
You want to learn how to use AI to change your life, to build new businesses, to change your health and build your nutrition plans, your exercise, all this. Guess what? We're going to teach you how to use AI that you own to transform your life. The Academy is going to start in January, if not sooner, but it's going to be an incredible, incredible, incredible year. And there's more. We just don't want you to feel overwhelmed. So all of this is here. We want you to become part of our community. We want you to own this with us. That's how the blockchain grow. There's no corporation. It's a bunch of individuals that got together, just like Bitcoin, and said, I think this is a better solution. Let's go. And that, my friends, is what we're doing. So anything that you want to say, anything you want to share?
I think timing and positioning, if it comes to business, my mentor always taught, I've had several mentors, but one of my main mentors said, listen, if you want to be successful, if you want to really create wealth, you need to be at the right place at the right time. You need to realize it, and then you need to take massive and immediate action. And here's some actions you can take to start that party, to start that process, to put you in a position to kind of start to grab some of that funding during that $1.3 quadrillion shift. You don't have to get much of that to set not only yourself up, but generations of your family up for the rest of your lives.
You got it. So I'm going to ask Tony to stay out here because we're going to go through the last pieces here. We're going to do this raffle. And I'm actually going to ask the whole crew, everybody who's here at the studio, to come out when we do this raffle. So they're in our boardroom, they're in our lounge. We've got people in the production, and I want them to all come out and celebrate with us as we close. And I want you to connect with our brands. You've got to meet some of the people here, the brand presidents. But behind every one of these men and women is an army of people around the world that are passionate about making an impact, passionate about changing energy, food, healthcare, banking, mining, communications, transportation, every single industry we're going to disrupt, and we're going to do it together. At some point, we're going to start acquiring companies that have real world assets and real world cash flow and bring them onto our blockchains so that we continue to build this momentum, and we're going to create more and more value for our community. We literally are creating one of the most powerful ecosystems, decentralized ecosystems the world's ever seen. So you are all doing these QR codes. We want you to meet with all of our brand presidents. Start your educational journey. If you want to join us by purchasing some of the NFTs,